All right. And we are back. And it looked like, yeah, it's still choppy. How it sound on your end, Mentan?
Um, it sounds fine.
All right, we'll run it down here then.
Just fix up the clock.
Can't fix the clock right now. Let's wait the second half.
Just just a little bit. The audio clean. It's just a little bit of fan noise. Turn off the fan, man.
I don't have any fun. You still
Yeah,
hear it?
Reggaeboyz, football family. I apologize. We had to switch to a different set of devices, a different streaming platform because we had an issue there with the audio being choppy. The audio should be clear now, at least from what the initial report is. That clear. It's clear. So
How it
uh,
sound on your end now? It's all better now, right?
yeah, man, it sounds better.
And you don't hear the fun. You don't hear the fun noise again.
I'd rather go with this than have you hear some screeching sound in the background, but I'd rather work with that than with a choppy audio.
Yeah.
Choppy audio. All right, so still 1-0 family, 30th minute. 30th minute. Tejan Buchanan have Gregory Lehigh for company. Gregory with a good interception. Daniel Green dropping shot, getting it.
I'll be right back. 2 seconds. I'll switch on something.
Yeah, Daniel Green getting it now. Ravel picks it up in midfield. Football family, we had to jump off the stream. The previous stream, we were having issues with choppy audio. Again, I don't know if it's a restream problem or it's our end, but this audio should be a lot cleaner. But we're still having some low background noise that is working on currently. Still 1-0 for Canada. Coronation day for the Canadians, pretty much, as they look to make their long awaited return back to the World Cup, the FIFA World Cup football showpiece. Last time Canada was at the big event was 1986. 1986 World Cup won by Argentina and the wonderful Diego Armando Maradona leading the ship. Canada will be back. Adekube, Jonathan David, Kyler looking to put that one in the back of the net, but big stop again from Gregory Lehigh. Reggaeboyz trying to just hold on. More created some room, got a very good pass from Ravel, and I mean, yeah. So that's the first shot or second shot and goal for the Reggaeboyz. So they haven't been playing bad, family. I mean, as I said the other, there are a lot of positives that they can take from this game so far. There seems to be a yearning desire to try to maintain possession. Do you have the personnel to maintain possession? I don't. We definitely don't have it. Ravel, is definitely one who passes the ball well. He put the ball to Nicholas Nelson a while ago. Nicholas Nelson turned it over and Ravel shook his head. So situations like that, Here comes Richard King is getting a little bit carried away here, getting a bit exposed. Jonathan David run and Mariappa walks around Mariappa into the box. Jonathan David laid it behind Kyle Lauren and a shot from Tejan Buchanan with almost a sitter at the 5 yards out and he couldn't put it in. Reggaeboyz comes away with it. Nelson. Speedy. Green taking too long. Shakes off Buchanan. Ravel running through, but Green trying to send him through, but he's cut off by Adekube. Reggaeboyz 0, Canada 1. Football family, the clock is messed up, our score clock is messed up. So that's why, we're seeing the timer that's up there. Osario with the shot first and Tejan Buchanan with another effort. Laria. Buchanan. Extasio is calling for it. Finds Laria. Laria going at Lehigh. Lehigh picks it up. Finds Speedy. Speedy to Ravel. Ravel to Ricardo Thomas. Ricardo. Then he turns over at the far eye with a sliding effort. Ball is out for a throw-in. Yeah, football family, we might hear a little audio stuff, noise in the background. Junior is still working on that. It's an improvement over the way we started with the choppy audio. For whatever reason, the platform we're streaming through was having issue. Now we're hearing a bit of frying or a little bit of background noise that we're trying to reduce or eliminate. Daniel Green is down, needing some attention. Stopping players, he's still getting some treatment. The players he's now back on his feet, or is Nicholas Nelson who was getting some treatment. One zero Canada. Just a reminder of games coming up at 5 p.m. We have other games coming up later on. Honduras versus Mexico. Costa Rica versus El Salvador. USA versus Panama. The ball is with Canada. Estacio. Find Jonathan David. Speedy Williams running with him. Turns over. Javin picks it up. Finds Ravel. Ravel with a quick ball looking for Nelson. A little bit over it. Ball is back to Borjan. Borjan with a quick header with a quick ball out. Now it's with Canada. Tejan Buchanan in midfield, dancing around one, and is fouled by Daniel Green. Reggaeboyz under one, family. Could have been more, but they are playing true to themselves. They're playing within themselves. Julian Hoylett on the right side. Beautiful ball. Adekube into the box. Kyle Aaron again looking for another chance, and he should have scored. Adekube cuts it back, put it on a plate for Kyle Aaron about 17 yards out. And again, Adekube getting behind Javane Brown. Kyle Aaron tried to place that one and did not do a good job. Missing a few chances here for Canada. And now a collision here between Javane Brown and Adekube. Both players are down, needing immediate attention. Javane seems to have hit his head. Adekube seems to also have got hit in his chest here. So medical team is quickly out to assess or try to figure out what's going on with the players. Yes, that was a ball, a 50-50 ball, and Adekube was quick to try to get it. Javane also was closing in on it. Javane seems to may have came out the worst of the two. Both getting medical attention. Kyle Aaron is quite wasteful in front of goal. Should have scored a few goals already for the Canadian team. Granted, the Reggaeboyz are happy that didn't happen, but Kyle Aaron is wasteful in front of goal. Should have scored a few already. Probably missed about 2 or 3 chances already. Should have a hat trick. Javane seems to be fine. He's back on his feet. I guess they'll now assess him for concussion. Took a knock on the back of his head. Seems like the elbow of Adekube caught him at the back of his head. 50-50 ball, family. I don't think there was any intention. Let's see what the referee decided. Javane is fine. Oh, the referee actually called a foul on Javane. And so, of course, he has to go off for receiving treatment. Free kick to Canada. Eustacio is standing over it. Nicholas Nelson is standing over it also, trying to prevent a quick restart. Here's the kick. 41st minute of play. Canada 1, Jamaica 0. Ball sent into the box, headed out by Javane. Nelson puts it further upfield, looking for Ricardo Thomas. Now the ball is with weird. Daniel Green walks around 2 players there before he was eventually dragged back. Daniel Green with the fancy feet there. Free kick to the Reggaeboyz. Speedy Williams walking over to take it. 42nd minute of play. 1-0. Canada in the driver's seat. Speedy put it into the box. Looking for Atafarai. Headed out and by Henry. The ball is with Morris. Morris finds Atafarai. Atafarai cannot keep control of it. Taken away by Adekube. Now Canada comes away with it. Tejan Buchanan running with acres of room. Has Javane Brown for company. Splatting walks by Javane Brown, and Javane just takes him out. Free kick to Canada. And a yellow card to Javane. Yeah, man. I mean, basically, you know, Tejan Buchanan plotting a little bit too much there for Javian. A little bit too much for Javian there. And he just, professional foul preventing him from running in
But at least
three on
Javian
goal.
showing some sign of life, though.
Huh? I can't hear engineer.
At least Javian is showing some sign of life.
Oh, at least free kick to Canada. Adekuba runs over it. Estacio puts it into the box. Headed out by Nelson. Picks up by Jonathan David. Jonathan David set it back to and 2-0. Tejan Buchanan with the second goal. 2-0 Canada. And let the party begin. Canada looks to go back to their next World Cup since what? 1986. Tejan Buchanan unmarked at the back post ball. The second ball picked up by Jonathan David. At the far right, tried to come out and close him out. Jonathan David puts it in. Headed away by Mariappa. A ricochet of Mariappa's head found Tejan Buchanan at the back post. Unmarked. Easy tap in. Junior, even you could score that. Canada too.
Yo, it's why I work for the audio. You have to ease with the disrespect,
Oh, junior engineer is still working on the audio, family. This is why he's we're not hearing from him at the moment, but he's working on the audio. The audio will get sorted out by the second half. Football family, really apologize again for the choppy audio, and thank you for bearing with us and hanging with us here as we watch this game together. Boy, I guess you show how we love football, which at the Reggaeboyz at least. Choppy audio and thing, and we're still there. Adekube finds Henry. 1 minute of stoppage time will be added on. Ravel looking to find Atafarai. I mean, Ravel will try to pull the passes now, but he needs a target man. And Atafarai is not it. He's not it. He cannot hold up the ball as I don't remember who said it earlier. I think it was El Pistolero said it earlier. When he does have position, the pressure gets to him, he turns it over. Handball call on Julian Hoylett. Now we're waiting for Ravel to restart play. Ravel sends it back to Blake. Blake sends it to Mop. Mop to Richard. Richard King turns the ball over, picks up by Adekube, and Adekube sends it back to Richard, looking for Jonathan David. So turnover by both teams there. Ball kicked wide to Gregory. Gregory finds Ravel in midfield. Ravel has two players on him. And now he sends it back to Mariappa, and Mariappa finds Gregory. But Tejan Buchanan moves him off of it. And that's it, football family. Halftime. Reggaeboyz 0, Canada 2. Ravel is playing well. That is definitely true. Ravel is playing well. And yep, that was coming. And El Pistolero says the number 11 for Canada played 2 years ago in the U20 qualifiers. And that number 11 is Tejan Buchanan. Yes, one of the bright prospects in CONCACAF football. And so far in MLS, there's this expectation that he will make a big move, further afield, maybe to Europe, somewhere else to play his trade. Tejan Buchanan is definitely. He did sign with Club Bruges, actually, based on this bio. He did sign with Club Bruges, and he's on loan with New England Revolution. So in the MLS. So let's see. He did sign in Club Bruges. In Club Bruges, Buchanan signed a 3.5 year deal with the Belgian First Division in August. So 2-0 family. This is the way it is. Penultimate match there. CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers match day 13 of 14. Reggaeboyz. Well, I start with this campaign started out with so much expectation, so much hype, so much belief, so much talent, so much promise. And here we are, just getting a beaten. Getting a beaten. Coach Paul Hall spoke about some of the positives that he saw from the first game. And there were some positives from this game, this first half also. There were some positives that the coach can take. Now, what sort of adjustment would you make for the second half? Would you bring in a young Tariq Zemenes, the U20 player, knowing that the U20 players are getting ready for CONCACAF U20 World Cup qualifier? Would you give Tariq Zemenes some time on the field here? Ramon Howell. This is a game for Peter Livasio. I mean, he has options. Engineer is off the air, family, as
No,
he's
no.
working on our audio.
I'm
We had
here.
some
Can you hear
issues
me?
with the audio, so as soon as he gets that sorted out, he'll be back online with us. Audio has definitely improved, engineer. So continue the work, family.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I
Yes. Are you saying something?
no, yeah, but I'm here watching while I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And honestly, um,
Just turn up your mic a little bit.
yeah, I think some therapy is needed. Oh, this was my expectation, right?
Yep, football family, we're getting ready for El Salvador versus Costa Rica at 5:05 p.m. That game is kicking off a big game. Big game in CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. Costa Rica versus El Salvador, 5:05 p.m. USA versus Panama, 7 p.m. Costa Rica now sitting in the fourth spot. Most pundits, most pundits believe that Costa Rica should beat El Salvador. If they do defeat El Salvador in that game, then that will be very, very difficult for Panama to overcome, getting back and overcome the failures of the game against Honduras that occurred on Thursday. So that game is starting in 4 minutes. Kayla Navis and Joel Campbell and Costa Rica travels to El Salvador. So El Salvador needs to do Panama a favor there. Needs to do Panama a favor, Junior. And of course, USA versus Panama at 7 p.m. Greg Berhalter and USA team looking to book their place to Qatar 2022.
Yeah.
What's the family think of the first half? What sort of substitution would you make? What sort of adjustment, if any, would you make? I mean, Canada, and the Canadian team is having a field day getting behind Javian Brown. Having a field day. Jamaica's right back is getting overwhelmed. We're not gonna say overworked, but he's a target. Julian Hoylett is drifting into that space behind. Tejan Buchanan seems to sometimes want to come on that side to get a bit of the action too. So it's like they might take step off Javian Brown.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. As I believe I'm back. As I believe I got the audio correct. I don't know how I sound on your end right now.
You sound low. You just need to turn up your mic. That's all.
All right. How about now?
Yeah, you're great.
All right. I think I got rid of the frying.
Yeah, because we don't cook chicken. We're not cooking chicken on Sunday. We're not cooking chicken. So fix up the scoreboard,
Yeah, man,
Troy.
scoreboard fix.
All right. So you would you take off I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't take him off. I wouldn't take off Javian Brown. And here's the reason why, Junior. I wouldn't take him off.
Yeah, I need a reason why.
Listen, I mean, sometimes you remember back in the day when the Chicago Bulls sometimes used to play a game and they're down, and Coach Phil Jackson would sit there and just say, "Yo, we don't figure it out." Not to equate Javian Brown to Phil Jackson, or to equate the Reggaeboyz to the Bulls, but Javian Brown has to go through moments like this, and you see how a player see what's happening and then make the adjustments. I wouldn't take him off because he's part of the plan to go forward as a right back in this team. He's potentially the starting right back now because we know so the other one a bug. That is Alvarez Powell. So we know so he's a bug. So what the coach needs to do right now is talk to him. The defenders behind him, Richard King, need to communicate. Say, brother, you're going too far.
Right.
Stay back. Right. Forget the gunning forward, forget crosses in. Stay back and make sure so this lock up around here. So I wouldn't take him off.
All right. To go by your logic and by your reason.
And turn back up your mic again. Why you turn it down?
No, but I turn it down. It's supposed to. All right. How about now?
Yeah, you're good. Chipping and chip out. You just chip out.
All right. Yeah. It's supposed to be even louder though.
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good.
All right. So going off your logic, what you said about Richard King communicated, I think having a Javian Brown is more important for Richard King than Javian Brown. Because I think Jamaica is in search for a right back. I think we need a right back.
So that is not Javian's job then?
Huh?
So you're not handing this job to Javian?
Hell no.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
So, but
so that means that we're elevating the standards then because the previous right back was a bug and the job was handed to him on a plate.
Right, and is he taking it and running with it? No, because Jamaica is still susceptible down their right wing, right? So we know we tried changing the player and we're still getting the same results, right? So we need another player, or we have to change the system. But no matter what system you play, you have to have a right back, right? And
yeah, but the thing that's puzzling to me, Junior, is that Javian plays MLS and he does quite well.
All right, Benton.
So is it the system? All right, now granted, it's different level of football.
I made you slide when you brought up the Chicago Bulls comparison. Because the question I had to ask you was, who is the Michael Jordan that will afford Phil Jackson? That we'll give you room to learn because we have a player that can make up for your deficiencies, right? I'll let you slide with that. But can't make you slide with an MLS comparison for a World Cup bound team to say because this player plays well in MLS, he should be doing well against arguably the best team in CONCACAF. I'm sorry, it's not the same.
So it's not necessarily about arguably that he will doing well enough. What I'm saying is that, what I hope to convey is that a player, when you watch him in MLS, he sees the field and he sees the issues, right? So he should see the issue now, where they might get beat, and then him say, "All right, brother, this now go on.
Right.
This I need to do something differently here because this not working.
Right.
I'm exposed. I'm getting caught high up the field constantly.
Right.
So that's what, because I see him do that in MLS. It's like him get caught and then say, all right, are the coach, maybe the coach in the MLS will shout him and say, brother, you getting caught high.
Or maybe the teams that he's played against affords him the opportunity to be caught high and not be exposed. Because we're talking about he's getting caught high in both scenarios, right? In the MLS and also in the World Cup qualification. But in the World Cup qualification, he does not have the luxury of recovery, right? While in MLS, he has the luxury of recovery. So this is on Javier now to um, win back the confidence of Paul Hall because he is going to look at Paul Hall is going to give him another chance Wednesday, right? Now, this might be his last chance. What if a little right back pop up in England with a Jamaican grandfather? Then you bring him in, right? So this is your last chance. We're not writing off Alvas Powell. I would not want the body come out there and say, well, bad about the players then. But it is what it is. The players, right now, all the players that are playing for Jamaica, they are putting a resume together for the next 4 years. At least.
A chance for Javier. He's 23, Junior. 23.
No. I know that. But Javier has to improve in his game, right?
And he needs to improve in this game.
Right.
Yeah.
This argument that we are saying for Javier, I'm sorry, Benton, we said the same argument for Alvas.
Actually, no, we didn't. We know.
Come on. Used to
come on and drink the Alvas. When we there and we see Alvas get done in our MLS constantly, and come on and beg for him. Said no, he will improve. When Jad Morris and salad him. The thing is that so Javier I get caught high, but
right.
Where is the leadership back there? Mariappa is in this team as a professional, the leader of the group, so to speak. You know, the coach saying bring a lot of intangibles. This is why is that the elder in the building, him have coaching acumen. And if me have coaching in future, if according to the coach. So, but this is where the leader of the group, the Mariappa to say to a young Javier, if he hasn't done so, to say, yo, you getting caught high constantly. Come back.
No, I want to play devil's advocate.
Richard King, just leave him out to dry too. No coverage.
No, I'm going to play devil's advocate and ask a simple question. Is Mariappa, does Mariappa have the ability to recognize? Because remember, Mariappa play right back too, and he himself has been caught high on many occasions, right? So, has Mariappa himself, is he seeing what we are seeing? Because you know, as a brother will play football, the vision and recognition on the field is different when you're on the field, when you're on the sideline, and when you're watching on the TV, right? Because Javier Brown might not know that he's being caught high. So that's why you're saying that communication needs to be had, right? Where's Blake in all of this? Blake has a front row seat to his right back getting beaten. So this is an opportunity for all the players, everybody to come out now and say we're going to communicate more.
I agree. The coach, the goalie, but the coach, my play upon the man's side, the coach, the right, that's not.
Everybody.
Yo, the coach, when I say coach now shout out instruction, he must be like Phil Jackson, sit down and go and watch and easy.
Yeah, but I want to know who is the Jordan.
All right, there's no Jordan balls. It's just a go and watch and easy. It's interesting. It's interesting. Other takeaways, Junior, that you're seeing from these boys so far.
Going forward, I'm going to keep saying it as the players come back out for the second half. I'm going to keep saying it that I see a plan going forward. I see an intention. I see an intent by the team to play some sort of a system, right? Are they executing it to the best? Not necessarily, but at least we see that there is some intent to play football on some level. Hopefully we can keep it up.
All right, this intent, and I don't want to get carried away with this intent statement because I heard it here. I heard it from the coach about positive. I need results, party. How long do we give this intent room? this intent to play football. What else am I supposed to play? They are football players.
All right. So
How long do we give the coaching staff and this crop of players this rope to say, boy, we are allowing for intent to play ball?
let me make probably one of the most unpopular opinions as Jamaica is about to kick off in the second half. Let me make one of the most unpopular observations. Jamaica is not that good of a football team. So you asking for results right now, Benton, you're getting the results that Jamaica deserve.
Yeah,
Right?
it's not that good of a football team, but the intent and the positives. How long do we give this coach and the staff and these proper players room to turn this intent and this positive into wins? Because long and short of it, the great Jose Mourinho said, yo, you don't have no football heritage if you not win ball game,
Yeah.
Yeah, so how much time do we give Paul Hall and this group of players?
We have to be realistic and say we've beaten the teams that we are supposed to beat.
Okay.
So
we should play Trinidad then.
Yeah, Trinidad for sure.
We should play it. All
right. Let me see. Let me bring up as Jamaica as the second half has started. Owen Gray said Javian Brown is a good backup at best. We need a right back. We have 4 years. We need a right back. Adrian Rogers, yeah. Adrian,
Wow.
Adrian Rogers said defending or not marking anyone. The defense is just all over the place. Camon says that we will see how serious they are with how they approach the U20 and under 23 teams. I'm sorry, I'm not holding Paul Hall to how GFF you run under 23 team. No, come on. Adrian says that 4-3-3 is the lineup for Jamaica should be played. Camon says Lamar Walker is on, and she also agrees with Adrian. Camon says Paul Hall can go on home now. Nothing positive since Tupper gone. But beating those teams don't help us.
Here comes Sky Lauren into the box. Sky Lauren looking, send it across the goal. Tejan Buchanan missed it. Almost another one for Canada. Canada comes, sorry, Junior. Laria cutting through, but Gregory Lee High stepped up. Julian Howlett back on it as Canada goes search. We at a party time. Yo, brother, hey, yo. I pack up the bus there now. We don't want to stay at Canada too long in the evening. The bus driver get ready there. As soon as the game done at airport, we are saying. I don't want to stay at Canada too long. Junior, that should have been 3, right?
Easily.
All right, we know so we are focused on Jamaican, which rightfully so. A lot of our fans and family are Jamaican football fans. But we can take a minute to talk about how Canada has been good this campaign, brother. I mean, are you surprised?
No.
Okay.
Every so often, a team rise up and play some ball, right?
Yeah.
Ever so often. So why not Canada?
Here comes Julian Howlett. Howlett running, sends through Kyle Lauren again. Lauren into the 6-yard box, sends Jonathan David, and David missed it. Jonathan David missed it, and John Herdman is now ticked off. Jamaica could have been on that 6 by now, brother.
Mariappa is a weak link, though.
Yeah, but the coach says he brought professionalism. I know Mariappa turned around shot from people, but the man just walk, Kyle Lauren just walk, running right. That's like nothing. Goal kick to the Reggaeboyz. Blake sends it long. All right, another player that we're going to keep an eye on is Lamar Walker. All right, so Lamar Walker, about a year or so pre-COVID, was probably one of the hottest young ballers coming out of the island.
Right.
Right? There were thoughts about him maybe even making transfer to what, Vasco da Gama or somewhere in Brazil, right?
Mm.
Now, Lamar Walker is either him stagnant, but him not, there hasn't been any growth. And I don't, I, when I see him in Miami's USL team, you have games where you say, yo, the youth look good.
Right.
But how do you make a Lamar Walker make the next step? What sort of environment does a Lamar Walker need to be in to make the
The
next
key
step?
word is environment, and who is responsible for that environment?
Well, part of it is the player and part of it is the player's agent.
Agent. That's the key word is agent. So if the player has potential, the onus is on the agent to find an environment that fosters growth, right?
Yeah.
So I'm as Jamaica knocks the ball out after a high press, well, yeah, Ravel play some ball still.
Yeah, Ravel play some ball. And most importantly, Junior, for me with Ravel, he could have been one of those players say, yo, I'm not forward for this, This campaign done.
Yeah,
right?
but he is playing for a contract, and it's not like Derby is giving him the best platform to play for a contract right now, right? So he needs to be in the Jamaican system. He needs to have a good Gold Cup because he's at that age where we'll be looking for that one last big contract, right? And Derby is not it. So if he can have a good Gold Cup, I mean, I'm not saying it's the same thing, but Javier Hernandez was discovered playing in CONCACAF, and he went to Manchester United, right? So you see where a player can tip the eyes of great teams in CONCACAF region, and we can use Javier Hernandez, Chicharito as an example. So it's the onus is on the players to play well and put something good on film, and that goes to Lamar Walker no, because this is where having having a Ravel Morrison playing, this is where Lamar Walker can pop off on tape when a scout is watching a Ravel Morrison. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So 2 substitutions made by Paul Hall. Nelson off, Walker on, Javier Brown off, and Tyreek Jimenez is on.
And look, and this is where me and come on disagree now. Come on, sir. Gold Cup will help Ravel more than Derby. I completely disagree, come on. Completely disagree.
All right, so yo, Tyreek Jimenez, what a brother look big man for you 20. How much flour this a brother here eat? Man, you look, yo, check him age paper. Yo, he's wearing the number 5 shirt. Yeah, the man is so big.
Come on, to Lamar is ordinary. Sorry, nothing shows us that he is an exceptional talent than Bath in USL, and he is not doing that.
And that ultimately, so is he that the man in my yard overhype the ball of them before them bust, and we don't know so some of us. But I don't know so some of us we hype our players them.
No, but in all fairness though, if you're in Jamaica and a youth play some ball in Jamaica, and him a roll ball around his he can only play against who is in front of him. If him a roll ball, him a roll ball.
That is fine, but don't hype up the man that now next thing you know, say boy, him thinks him are the best thing since sliced bread. And the work, the progression no continue. I'm not saying that that happened to Lamar. No.
Right.
So it's targets, right? Our goals. So this is where good management, good mentoring, a good agent is essential, right?
Right.
Young players have the talent, but you need to have somebody around them who said, yo, brother, you have the potential, you have certain skill set, but ultimately, if a EPL or top league you want to play oversaw, these are the goals that you have to set and you have to work towards it. Don't let this hype get the best of you. I don't know, say once too hot at it, I'll look on some of them ballers, Jamaica, them. Yo, that I for them,
And people, that argument by Benton goes for any young footballer in any country.
Well, not any country
in
still.
any country.
Brazil man, them say, yo, Ati is dime a dozen. All
Yo,
right.
yo, you remember when Neymar as Canada have a free kick in a dangerous position? And people, yo, Jamaica now go World Cup, so we can talk football while we are watching game. I watch a game. It's called the watch alongs. I watch a game together. So join in on the conversation. Can you hear what Benton say? And my argument to what Benton says, as Canada with a long shot, just got wide, even though Blake know that he had covered. But when Neymar, remember Benton, it was two players that was coveted out of Brazil, right? With Neymar. It wasn't only Neymar alone. Remember Ganzo?
Yeah.
Where is Ganzo?
But remember, I said, Ganso now, just the hype just get to him.
but that's what I'm saying. Any country, the hype get to him.
So.
Who is come on? Alex Marshall is coming on.
And the coach did say Alex Marshall did quite well in practice. So
Well, he have 35 minutes for put something on tape.
Alex Marshall plays for HFX Wanderers in somewhere in Canada there.
So he's supposed to use the call.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, Atafarai, it would have been nice to see a Okosa Trong in this game, in this team during this campaign. Right, Junior?
I agree. Because if we get a one chance and with a, but you see that's the beauty of the Nations League now. You know? That's the beauty of the Nations Cup, our Nations League. That's the beauty of it. Because players like those French players go and get them opportunity. He didn't get any opportunity during the World Cup qualification stage, but he's going to get his opportunity. Just keep producing, enough fear, but keep producing, and you'll get your chance.
As a free kick to the Reggaeboyz. And down and holding back, brother. As Lamar Walker is down. Ball is with Mariappa. Mariappa to Gregory. Gregory getting a bit of pressure from Tajan Buchanan. Finds. Canada comes away with it. Reggaeboyz looking for that target man, Atafarai, but he cannot get to it as Henry intercepted. Tariq Zeminas. And Tariq Zeminas with a bad pass to Lamar Walker and out for a throw.
Come on, say Alex wants some lamp pile. Man get chuck off of the ball easy. Come on, the man just come on. Give a chance to warm up now.
A bad pass from Canada in the
Bad
in the
control.
from Kennedy. Bad control from Kennedy in the back. Throwing. Richard King sends it to Maps. Mariappa. Gregory. Tajan Buchanan quickly on him. Gregory just seems like he's not in control, brother. He just the way him go about in business. It's just like he seems like a very industrious player though.
That's why them not attack down team wing.
Yeah. Ball is trying to send Speedy Williams, trying to feed.
Why Atafarai just don't have another gear. He just don't have another gear. It might come like one 3-speed bus. It just can't find a fourth gear.
But as this sort of striker, you need somebody to create the chance and put it on a plate for him.
Well,
which is no different from some strikers that we've seen before, right?
No, but those strikers still can find a one gear though. If it's even in a short burst.
Okay.
As one thing though, Jamaica is playing the ball out of the press and breaking the press very I don't want to say comfortably, but industriously.
What about Speedy Williams? You have Anthony Grant who was involved. Anthony Grant is definitely too old for the next World Cup cycle, but we thought he did well.
Yeah.
during his appearance for the Reggaeboyz during this campaign.
I'm, I am I am looking to Speedy Williams to anchor that midfield, to anchor the base of that midfield, and for players that can grow, because I'm seeing him doing some one touch play today and moving the ball in space and keeping the ball moving. As he grow older and get more mature in his game and approach his prime, I am expecting him to be that base midfielder that we've been looking for. He definitely can play that role. And there's no reason why the way how Ravel looks for us today, Speedy can look like that in 2 years, right?
Uh, I mean, Henry's down and needing some attention for Canada. The medical staff is being called on as coach Herdman and staff prepare another player. Henry seems to, grabbing. Looks like he may have pulled up there when he, shielded off Atafarai on that pass through. Junior, I personally believe that all possessions, all play, every possession, every place in this team going forward should be open competition,
Definitely. Definitely. But
healthy competition. And what I mean by healthy competition is like nobody now try to bring nobody down. We all rally as one. And if you are start right now in other place and we say, yo, keep it moving. May I support you?
right.
Ultimately, when I get my chance, may expect you to support me. If there are things that I'm doing wrong, you communicate that to me. If things that you are doing wrong, you come. So, and to that end, Speedy Williams' position, he's worked tirelessly throughout this campaign. He's been a mainstay at that position.
Right.
But I don't know. So, like with a CDM, to me, in some the systems that they're trying to play, CDM dictates the play, and the passing from a CDM is essential.
Right.
It's about tackling and winning back the ball. I don't know if Speedy has that other side of him in his game where he can pass well. Yeah, I know he can win the ball well. I don't know if he can dictate the play as a CDM requires or demands for a successful team to have.
Can he develop that? Can he develop that skill though?
I hope so. But I'm not saying I don't want him in the side, but I want to foster a healthy competition for him for his position.
Right.
Somebody else who can compete with him to know that say, yo, Speedy, you don't have this lock already. You see me, Dylan?
Yeah. True. Adrian says that Marshall should change the game. We watch him play here in Canada for some time now. So Adrian is expecting Marshall to do some good things and at least make us enjoy the second half a little bit more.
Well, I mean, he had, I watched some of the Canadian Premier League, or what do you call it, CPL, or whatever you call it. And I did watch watch him with a few, some few times. And I mean, no, competition is essential still, man. I go to a ball field some days and I look good when I play against the pit of them.
True.
So it's a different kettle of fish now. And Alex Marshall.
Speedy, come on, man. And that's what we're just talking about. Speedy Williams get Ravel winning the ball, Speedy taking it off his foot and just giving it right back to Canada in a dangerous spot. So those are where we need a defensive holding midfielder that can recognize where pressure release is needed.
And so one of the key things to Junior is that, at least for me, is how committed. All right, what's the level of patience your man like Ravel got? Because you are a big baller. And you are play a big ball on the side, and the side, you pass the ball to some people and the ball just get dead. How much tolerance you have for that?
Well, we don't know what the chemistry is like off the field.
Yeah.
Because to me, that is the big deciding factor. If me and you are bridging, then I'll be more tolerant of your shortcomings. Because I understand that you're learning the game, and I'll even help you get along, right?
Yeah.
So the harmony have to be in the team. The man them have to be friends and just understand that. Boy, I know say me a big baller if I was Ravel Morrison. But I know say Speedy Williams I help him develop. Right?
Yeah.
So something like that now, we can talk to him after the game and say, boy, Speedy, because Ravel is going to be around the next World Cup campaign. He's only 29 years old.
It's
So
a good connect clear there between. You see how
yeah.
Ravel pulled those three players to him and Speedy figure out where he needs to be, and Ravel found him, and then they released the pressure.
So I
At a
think
Ferrari, wait, Max, come on, I want to pull that trigger. And referee stopped play as a free kick. Yeah, sorry, Junior.
yeah. So I mean, Speedy Williams and Ravel Morrison, they seem to have some form of a chemistry. I think Speedy and Ravel is better than Speedy and Grant.
Yeah,
And,
but
and it's better than Ravel and Grant too.
yeah, throw into the Reggaeboyz in the Canadian half, misplaced pass by Henry or
Hey,
Kenneth.
that brother there is a weak fence now.
Well, Akube or Henry.
No, Henry.
Ball is all the way back to Richard King. Mariappa just jogging. Reggaeboyz plays Honduras on Wednesday. Last match. Foul, free kick call on Estacio of Canada. As he fouled Daniel Green. Or Osario. Mops. Find Daniel Green. Daniel Green now dropping deeper, Junior. Speedy.
Ball.
Green turns away from one. Finds Mariappa on the left.
Well done. Well, we like the possession play. We like how them not the ball.
But Gregory Lehigh quickly gives it back. Jonathan David now, but stepping up is Speedy Williams very quickly. Finds Lamar Walker. Lamar Walker turning. Now finds Daniel Green. Green having a bit of pressure from Estacio. Sends it back to Mariappa. Mariappa has Speedy Williams with him for company. Or is that Ravel? Ravel now picks it up. Ravel looks it, hooks it over, finds Gregory Lehigh. Gregory. Yo. All right, so Ravel passed the ball to Gregory. Gregory have some room, and then him come back with the ball.
To make matters worse, he's left-footed. So why come back to your right?
Yeah, go back down the flank, brother.
So what that tell me is that him have a lack of vision. That's what that tell me.
Yeah. So, and that's one of the caveats sometimes, when we notice with some of these teams, like we teaching possession football. And, but possessions, some of this possession is negative possession.
Right.
Or mindless, useless possession. And like you pass ball around the back. So I think Gregory looked up and he didn't see much. So he just turned back and said, boy, I'm going to go back,
Right.
Here is Tyreek Semenes trying to intercept, but ball picked back by Osario. Osario finds Adekube. Adekube trying to send through to a Canadian player, but intercepted or picked up by the Reggaeboyz. Ravel coming for the ball, asking for it. It would be nice if the Reggaeboyz can get a goal. Canada seems to have taken their foot off.
I remember my prediction was 3-1,
Okay. Ball is now, Daniel Green has 3 players on him, playing out from pressure. Reggaeboyz playing with. All right, you see, that football family, that play right there, this is what some of the questions the growth that we expect to see from
Speedy.
Speedy had 3 players on him right there. So the pass, he kicked the ball out and he ricocheted off the Canadian player. So I threw, but the easier pass, Ravel was behind him.
Right.
Just lay after Ravel and then move.
I think that's a rush of blood, though.
Yeah. But you can't play a CDM and rush your blood.
True.
It's you know one of the big thing though we have to big up Atiba Hutchinson. Um, you know, one of the veteran in this Canadian team to see him get to a World Cup. I remember 36 years old or
Yeah,
whatever how old it is.
yeah.
You know. All right, Peter Lee Vassell is getting ready to come on now. And Peter Lee Vassell coming on for Daniel Green.
Well, and I will never forget Peter Lee Vassell coming on against Mexico in the first game. I will never forget it. Adrian says Jamaica need to make some changes. It's cold out and open field. It's double cold.
Fraser is coming on for Eustacio for Canada. Throw into Canada.
Let's see. I think the audio is much better now.
Yeah, man, the audio good. By the way, people, we apologize for the choppy audio earlier. Big up to the greatest engineer in a ball chat
Yeah,
history.
you already know.
Well, in a ball chat history. We're fixing addressing the issue. You know, Reggaeboyz with it. Mariapa. So, all right, so Gregory Leah is stepping into Kemar Taxi Lawrence left back position. I spoke earlier about every position should be open for competition. Taxi Lawrence gave you something going down that left side. And in this system where you need to try to pull the wing backs out of position and spread the field, I mean, I don't know if Gregory gives you the same thing as a Taxi. Well, he definitely doesn't.
Does Taxi give you what Gregory just do a while ago?
Which is what? Defend?
Defending, yeah. At his current stage.
Not as his current stage.
All right.
Not as his current stage.
So that is the dilemma now facing Paul Hall. What I think Paul Hall has a luxury now where he can, as Peter Lee Vassell showed some of his hold-up skills. I think Paul Hall has, it feel like he has 5,000 puzzle pieces trying to put together a puzzle, and he only have a very short amount of time to try to create the puzzle, right? With some very small puzzle pieces, because something like Greg Lehigh versus Taxi Lawrence, there is no right answer, there is no wrong answer, there is just the answer that fits, right? And that's something that he has to figure out. So that's definitely one position where somebody's favorite is going to get dropped, right?
Score alert, score alert. Costa Rica leading El Salvador 1-0. The Panamanian fans are now having a spot of bother.
But who Panama play last?
Panama plays Costa Rica last.
Right, so it's just winner takes all.
No, but it doesn't matter if winner takes all. If Costa Rica is currently now a point ahead of Canada, right?
Yeah, so if they win and Panama lose, then yeah.
You have 4 points.
Yeah.
You can win all you want. You can win all. I mean, to put it long and short of it, Panama needs something from tonight's game against US.
And they should have never been in this position.
Should have never been in this position.
And what's the goal difference like? Because then if Costa Rica win and Panama draw, it's going to come down to goal difference.
So currently, Costa Rica is at plus. Let's see what's the goal difference, and if it get the goal difference number. Need to get the goal difference number.
Better pass than that, no man.
All right, Alex Marshall. Can I pass to Alex Marshall though? This is where the Lampard comment comes in.
A great breakaway by Jamaica with the opportunity leads to a pass all the way back to Mariapa at half circle. Crazy. Hear that shot. I feel it.
And El Salvador has equalized Sorry, family. El Salvador has equalized. Goal from Christian David Gil Hurtado. So 1-1 between Costa Rica and El Salvador. So Panama still have life.
You're Dejan. I feel it for Junior, suffering from being a United fan and Jamaica supporter. Still better than supporting Chelsea, though.
So the goal difference as it stands, Panama, Costa Rica has a +2 goal difference, Panama +1. Of course, Panama have a game to play tonight against USA.
So Panama have a better goal difference than Costa Rica. So, assuming that them don't get crazy beat up, then that last game is definitely Panama need a win.
But I mean, what would really help Panama tonight if Costa Rica lose to El Salvador? In
That's
El
true.
Salvador.
That's
That
true.
would... Here comes Stajan Buchanan running at Mariappa and went for the easy option and went for the cross off Mariappa out for a corner kick. Mexico plays Honduras at 7 p.m.
Why Mexico need a feel good game. Badly need a feel good game.
Yeah, it's the most labored Mexico team I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
And,
No,
and
remember before who was the name of what's the name of the coach, man? I can't remember right now. But as Canada is making some substitutions.
yeah, Javier Aguirre. Ball is crossed into the box. Headed down. Ball is sent back in, looking at the back post, and headed on, but straight into the arms of Andre Blake. And that was Miller with the header. And Jamaican players now down. Richard King needing someone. Seems like he had an issue there. He's having an issue with his face. Maybe eye. Maybe took a
Yeah,
knock in the eye.
maybe an inadvertent contact going up for the header. And the referee I tell him, say, brother, you're the close to the side. Come off of the field, man, out the door, cold, you know, we don't want no stoppage time, brother. Come off of the field, man. Referee say, yo, no stoppage time. Come off of the field.
Yo, it's a brother, yeah, the man,
And this madman, what? Look at this guy.
man have a no shirt party.
I mean, them Canadians, eh?
So we are satisfied based on the examination of the last year or so. Is Paul Hall the right man for this job?
I'm gonna say yes. I'm sure there are better coaches out there, more qualified coaches out there, but are they available for the money that Jamaica can pay? Probably not. So yes, I would say Paul Hall is the best man for the job right now.
Okay.
As Canada shot and parried by Blake. So what you guys think online? If you're watching online right now, Ballchat, watch along. We're just talking football with Jamaica versus Canada. What do you guys think online? Is Paul Hall the coach for you guys? If not, who should Jamaica get as their next coach? Boy, you think better, Paul Hall?
So Paul Hall kept saying he's a developmental coach at the pre-match presser. What do you for the game against El Salvador?
Right.
You know, he said he spoke about succession plan. I don't know if Paul Hall is at this stage of his career is ready for a senior team head coaching job to qualify a team for a World Cup. I think Paul Hall at this stage of his career is very much placed to develop talent, to identify talent and funnel that talent into a senior team. But I mean, and this is just saying that this job is one of the most difficult coaching job in the region.
Right.
So knowing that you're dealing with an administration where that is incompetent, we just call it what it is. Basic things, whether it's arranging fixtures, arranging travel, basic things, there'll be dispute over money between the players. So sometimes the players that you want, you won't have available to you.
Right.
And so it for this coaching, for this task, Jamaica requires a coach with some level of experience dealing with foolishness, managing chaos. And I don't know if Paul Hall is that man to manage chaos.
Right.
So I would give him until the Nations League and see how they look. Bottom line is that we can talk all the positives, take all the positives we want from these games, but we need to win football games.
So how about Paul Hall managing the roster through the Nations League, through the Gold Cup, right? How about him fostering an environment where the players can learn, grow, and just play a ball with each other, right? And then when the World Cup cycle come around, how about then you bring in a more experienced coach? And Paul Hall know and understand that, yeah, we're bringing in a coach right now that can instill some tactics that can make us get a one win in Mexico, because get a draw in America, places where you're not expected to get a result. Because we can make the argument that if Jamaica had a better way, who for Saturday get busted, man?
Yeah, man.
Mariapa.
We're not gonna bring it up. We're just gonna ignore.
But
yeah, Cavallini. I tried on him on them. Cavallini, I tried on him on them.
No, him not tried done him mental. Him done him.
Corner kick to cleared off the line by Alex Marshall. A good thing Alex Marshall do from him reach on the field. And this is not an easy task, for a man like Alex Marshall. In first introduction in this campaign is to show the coach and the coaching staff said, I am worthy to continue in a frigid Canada, -6 degrees Celsius weather, and 35 minutes in, some other yard man would have said, yo, coach.
And it's a goal by Canada. Junior Islet.
And John Herdman, the party start. Well, the party start long time. Party start long time. Big up to the Canadian, Julian Hylett. Big up to Julian. Julian been playing well. So it's good to see players like Julian Hylett getting into a World Cup. I mean, youth has been, very cheeky goal too, Junior. Very cheeky goal.
Very good finish.
Very cheeky goal. 2 defenders around him, and he's able to squeeze it between the 2 of them and squeeze it in the corner. So you have 2 defenders that are watching. No one tackle. Yeah. And he squeezed it in the corner. Andre Blake had no chance there.
Yeah. Remember, my prediction is 3-1, so I don't know where our goal is coming from.
So it's so weird. So this is always a reminder. Say, yo, you want to be right at least.
I saw this coming.
Jamaica give me a goal because some Virgin Junior can be right. Well, what do you say about like teams like a Honduras the other night going to Panama and securing a point, right? Nothing to play for. In fact, they are the worst of the lot.
Right.
But they brought in their big striker Romel Cueto, and they went to Panama and took a point and was very, very aggressive with Panama from minute 1.
Right.
And I know it's, there's probably other rivalry at stake there. We saw with El Salvador now playing Costa Rica. I said to Costa Rica, I don't care about a box cover. I deal with. So, I mean, it speaks to something else that, yo, as football players or whatever, at the end of the day, even though we know that our destiny is already determined, you play the game to win when you walk on the grass.
Right. But you're also playing, you know, it's not to say you're playing timid, but it's not the World Cup finals, right?
Yeah, it's not.
So you don't have to go out there really and go reckless. Um, I agree with you. Yeah, that's the only difference. I mean,
What the heck? Weird. Foul Jonathan David looking to pile Richard King,
oh
but
Lord of mercy.
Richard said, no bother with it in idea, brother. No bother with it. Referee Jonathan David looking for a free kick there. Official, the referee says no. Harlot sends Adekube down the line. Adekube now sends them back. Tajan Buchanan looking to get behind Richard King, intercepted.
As a
Reggae
Canadian,
Boys on the torture rack. 3-0.
and little bit of geography or field awareness. The wind is in Canada's back right now, so any
Yes.
any in swinging cross is going to give Blake problems. Any right foot corner kick is going to give Blake a lot of problems right now.
Yeah, yeah. Ball into the box. Gregory Lehigh blocks it. Cleared out by Speedy. Now ball is with Adekube trying to send it back on goal and way over. Junior, Paul Hall spoke about something at the last press. Talk about one of the recent press conferences about trying to maybe develop the talent on the island, look to the Premier League, the Jamaican Premier League. You know, he says he's gonna be sitting down with the coaches. Now, granted, his contract run out at the end of this window, right? So we don't know officially if the JFF is gonna renew it. It's quite likely that they will renew it. Now, if he's the man that gets the job, right?
Right.
He says sitting down with the 12 coaches of the respective teams in the Jamaican Premier League and also trying to develop or identify the talent on the island so we don't have to go way over
Right.
a certain talent.
Right.
I mean, haven't we tried that before, brother?
Yeah. Didn't after 98 when they had the UB40s fighting with the regular players, didn't they try to find those hidden gems? Try to find more and more Ian Goodisons all over the place?
Yeah, so how do we think that this will be any different this time around? Providing that.
It's not going to be any different.
Okay.
It's probably going to be worse because it's not like brand Jamaica right now is a top brand, right, for sports. So the next Walter Boyd might be a sprinter right now, right?
Yeah.
So how are you going to go find that talent? So they definitely going to have them work cut out for them. Not impossible though, but they're going to have the work cut out for them. And I think all pieces need to come together. All pieces within the infrastructure of Jamaican football need to come together and see each other as one. As Canada is going down the left wing again. And Mariappa just scored one goal.
Yeah, for that. I said, yeah. Update the score there. The Canadian fans are jumping. Reggaeboyz 0, Canada 4. And also,
All right, so Mariappa, what the hell were you thinking?
Hector move right there. So that looked like a Hector move. Pick
Yeah.
up yourself, Michael Hector. That looks like one of Michael Hector goal in there. No, man, that's a foolishness.
All right, now I made a comment earlier when we're talking about the right back. El Pistolero say if we get less than 5, we've done well. The condition does not doesn't suit us.
Score alert. Canada, Costa Rica now back in the lead against El Salvador. Joel Campbell. That man, Joel, you can depend on him. Just like how you could depend on Paulo one shot back in the day for Costa Rica, Joel Campbell put Costa Rica back in the lead 2-1 against El Salvador. Yeah, yeah, Junior.
Yeah. Like,
Now Canada comes away and Tayshaun Buchanan running in. A read. Tayshaun Buchanan with a shot scooped up by Blake.
but let me tell you something. That goal is every bit of age of Blake's fault as much as Mariappa. Why isn't Blake calling Mariappa off?
Yeah, tell himself to leave.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe he called him off. And then Mariappa and old age probably, it take a while to process.
Right.
Big up Nate. Big up Nat said, look how far Canada have gone with Herdman in charge. That's because they sent players to Europe and all now getting tougher as players. We need to get our acts together after qualifiers, and the team we got, they are capable.
Yo,
Full rebuild is needed when this is over.
yo, big up the referee. The referee not even put not even 10 seconds of extra time, but blew it off instantly.
Straight speed. Congrats to Canada. Canada are into the World Cup. Big up in themselves, the Canadian football team. John Herdman, Alfonso Davis, Atiba Hutchinson, Tayshaun Buchanan, Julian Eilert. I mean, the man them do them thing, buddy. They did their thing.
Yep. A very admirable campaign, World Cup qualification campaign. And depending on the draw, I can see Canada doing above expectation. 'Cause Canada will definitely be coming in as one of the true underdogs, as one of them teams where somebody will look at it and say, that's why this team should never make it a work. Not good enough. So it speaks to the coach building the talent and getting everybody to buy in at the same time, which is very, very important.
Yeah, man, very, very, and it's coincidentally there were rumors, not rumors, there were criticism of the appointment of John Herdman.
Right.
Successful with the Canadian women's team. Some people say, "Yo, them are a women football coach. We know about coaching men football."
Yeah, yeah.
And look at him now.
Yeah.
John Herdman at the Cuba is overcome with emotion. Um, Andre Blake, another failed campaign, walking off the field with his head down. So 2022, 2018, 2014. This is what? Andre Blake, third campaign, Junior?
Third campaign, no. And if you play like fourth, but this is third campaign right now.
Over.
Let's go to the comments real quick. Jug says, I think it may work. I feel like Jamaican Premier League coaches will appreciate the consultation and provide the national program with players. I think Hall should look at the schoolboy system first. Also potential. Lots of potential down here also. I agree.
Okay.
I agree with you 100%.
Canada, second appearance at a World Cup. Last one was FIFA World Cup Mexico 1986. Can you remember? Are you old enough to remember any players from that Canadian team in 1986, Junior?
I like you laugh, because no.
Yo, I watched every minute of that 1986 World Cup.
And do you remember Canada? Do you remember Canada?
I cannot remember anybody from Canada team.
Okay.
Let me. World Cup. But you remember as youth, every team at World Cup usually have a baller.
Right. Mine was Skilacci from Italy.
Every team at World Cup usually have a baller. And so, so Canada must have a baller that we know about. We just can't think about him right now at the top of our head. Maybe somebody in the football family will remember the Canadian team baller from 19. I'm looking at this team and I don't see no baller that stood out. Don't see no baller that.
Dwight Spence says we should focus on the U20s now.
Yeah, and should Dwight and big up yourself, Dwight. And should they have taken more of the U20 players into this group, into these final round of matches, knowing that they have U20 World Cup qualifiers? We saw Tariq Zemenes get on the field in what looked like a right back or right midfield position and play him. So, I mean, it's another campaign, a campaign that started out with so much promise, so much optimism. You know, we have Leon Bailey on record in a video in a social media chat at the beginning of the campaign said if Jamaica gonna make the World Cup, then it's the JFF fault. Mm-hmm. You have Ravel Morrison on Five In with Fab, Rio Ferdinand's podcast in the UK saying that Jamaica is going to the World Cup. We're going to the World Cup. So the fan base, a lot of us were enthusiastic. Junior always said, brother, you can't just throw some players together and expect to go World Cup. And here we are, Junior, the wise one.
Hey, you make it sound weird.
U20. So Honduras on Wednesday. Paul Hall need a victory.
Yeah, we need a victory for to win over the fans now, because you bring up a valid point. If a man not winning, why is he here? How is he any different than the last coach? So what you see on paper might work for a period of time, but eventually teams are going to realize that even though you have a million defense, the right back or whoever's on that side, you just attack down there, right? So
yeah,
we'll see.
Should the JFF get, after Wednesday's game, JFF get some beating stick teams to play so Paul Hall can boost his.
That's your Nations League.
No, but they're in Nations League A now, you know. It's not Nations League again, you know.
It doesn't. No, but with the teams that are in A, they are easily beatable. Though I would caution people from
teams. But Junior, they didn't beat these teams in the CONCACAF World Cup qualifier, which are merely the same teams that they will see in the League A competition.
Right.
God, them again, you know, along with some other local fluxy teams. I think Cuba is in League A and a few other teams from League B got promoted. I'm not sure. I think Trinidad and Tobago got promoted, but the crux of League A and Nations League, these teams that are in the World Cup qualifier that we couldn't beat.
So if we know we couldn't beat them with Tapper, what if we come and beat them with Paul Hall?
Well, according to the players, there are a lot of positive things about this setup.
Right.
Now, Leon Bailey at the post-match presser said that a lot of big egos gone now, and so he feel better about himself and he feel better about the team. Right. So, I mean, I don't know who him attack, but it sounds like what the players are saying is that now they feel more happier, they feel more comfortable, but it not translate to when the results is still the same, just like when Tapa did a coach.
Right. I agree, and there that sentiment of pretty football, playing better, can only go so far before you say, yeah, Bridging, but we still need for the goal scored, right? So we'll see.
Yeah, man. Junior, I need to know if you want to talk about some other local games before I hear what the people might say before we cut out of this place.
No, man. To the outro here, we'll be back on Wednesday night for the final World Cup qualification game, Jamaica versus Costa Rica?
Honduras.
Sorry. Jamaica versus Honduras. So make we link up again, watch it. Let me see. Dwight said Jamaica have not won a home World Cup qualifier since 2011, 2012.
Yeah, it's been 10 years. The last time Jamaica won a home game was in 2012 camp.
Wow.
And that a long time that, you know, brother.
Me, I tell.
A long time that, you know. And ultimately also a key thing here too is that you can't win, you cannot go a World Cup and you can't win a yard. Bottom line, we said this on many occasions. Other people say too, World Cup qualifier is a war of attrition. You have to win at home and then you get where you can get a road. But you haven't won a World Cup qualifier game since 2012? No, sir. No, man.
So there's a lot of work to be done.
Lot of work to be done. Lot of work.
Dwight says, look respectable so we can make money pre World Cup qualifiers. He also says, as a Prince fan, £1 billion friendly. Jug said, Jamaica needs to start from scratch, build a core group of players, of local based players, and then augment it with overseas players. Do like Russia and plug all the national team players in Jamaica Premier League teams so they can build and work together and do it for. And tell the truth. Let's see. Leon Bailey is talking about Michael Antonio directly.
What, in terms of the big ego talk?
I guess.
That's weird. But all right, I thought the comment was very unprofessional. Them thought that to me unnecessary. The campaign, if we are a team, we are a collective effort.
Right.
You know, as a player, as a professional, you said to yourself, so you're speaking to the press, you said, yo, we take the positive from tonight's game. The campaign has not gone the way we like to go. We have work to do. But then him gone sideways about ego and them thing there, big ego, and because there are many who also feel that him and him bullhead father or adopted father have big ego and influence society wrongly. So I thought that comment was very, very unnecessary, you know? And I guess it may even speak to further division in the camp. So while we there road as fans, I said, boy, yo, boys, I'm ready for the thing. If there's a sentiment about big ego from Leon Bailey, who wasn't a part of it, then what was the sentiment in the group? So you can't make World Cup if you have to be a united front. Give you a better chance.
Yeah. I agree.
But Junior, I mean, I say we want to wrap it up, but I ultimately think that this thing went sideways, you know. This campaign went sideways. And we can talk about this Wednesday.
Yeah.
At the clash over money.
Yes.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I think that thing was because once that argument and that audio get leaked, and then the president of the JFF and the JFF said, I'm going to scout, because there's a trust that fell away, that was built, that trust, and then it's just downhill from there. So.
Yeah. I agree. Guess you already broke your finger.
Any other comment, family, before we kick some football?
Dwight says, yep, he agrees with you. People were support Jamaica right through. The reggae girls, Reggaeboyz, were supporting them right through. Jamaica, the final score is Jamaica 4, Canada 0. That's our best game. I can't even say it's a learning experience or whatever. It's just is what it is. That's the end of the game, right? You can follow us on Instagram at Ballchat Podcast, on Twitter at Ballchat1, on Facebook at Ballchat. You can also email us at ballchatpodcast@gmail.com. You can always rewatch the show on Twitch, YouTube, Apple iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. Just search for Ballchat. And respect again. We are going to support the team right through. Right, Benton?
Yeah, man, we have to support the boys, them, We have to support them. We have to support them regardless of what, Well, not regardless of what. We're not going to tolerate foolishness.
Right, right,
But
right.
we have another game Wednesday to play, and then Reggae Girls, we are say. Reggae Girls, we are say. We're supporting the girls up 100. Up, up, up.
Right, true, right, true, right, true.
Yo, hey, me I watch Brian Guzman company field, and Brian Guzman, I look like him have a beer belly. I have a run back.
You have a beer belly too, so we can run ball too.
Yes, yes, but the man dictate the thing. Costa Rica lead El Salvador 2-1.
Yeah. But yeah, man, paper is Wednesday again now. Same time, same channel. Log on. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Them to join the conversation. Because we talk pure football around here. I want to run down certain hype. It's beer football, right? So, Benton.
Bless up, family.
Later.